जय गोविन्द हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविन्द हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविन्द हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविन्द हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविन्द हरे ओ नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविन्द हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल जय गोविन्द हरे ओ नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविन्द हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविन्द हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविन्द हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे अखंड मंडल यतमेन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अज्ञाते मिरङ्गस्य जन जन शलाकय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सर्वसिद्ध्यपि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्ना विराजिता पदम्बुजः वेदान्तम्बुजसूयोय तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः चैतन्यं शाश्वतशान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादाकरातीता तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ज्ञानशक्ति समारोधा तत्त्वमाला विभूषिता मुक्ति प्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अनेक जन्म संप्राप्ता कर्म बन्ध विदाहिने आत्मज्ञान प्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः शोषणं भाव सिन्धुश्च Vyapanam Sarasampada Gurupadodakam Sanya Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Na Gururadikam Tatram Na Gururadikam Tapaha Bhagyanat Param Nasti Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Manata Shri Jagannatha Madhuru Shri Jagat Guru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Radhiranadesha Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Tameva Mata Cha Pita Tameva Tameva Bandhu Cha Sakha Tameva Tameva Vijadravinam Tameva Tameva Savam Mama Deva Deva Tameva Mata Cha Pita Tameva Tameva Bandhu Cha Sakha Tameva Tameva Vijadravinam Tameva Tameva Savam Mama Deva Deva Tameva Mata Cha Pita Tameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam
Bhargo Devasya Dhimhi Dhiyo Yo No Prachodayat Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimhi
Dhiyo Yo No Prachodayat Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimhi Dhiyo Yo No Prachodayat. Manata Balale Pandari Jahina Manate Maheri Manata Balale Pandari Manate Maheri Manuranga Chadarabare Behasata Nachata Panduranga
पंढरी
मनात भरले पंढरी
जाहि न मन ते माहेरी
जाहि न मन ते माहेरी
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारी भय हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारी भय हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या जय गुरु जय Ainda foi muito gente. Hasata nachata. Que ça veut dire? Tu comprends hindi, non? Dis maman pas trop comprend. Hein? Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Hasata nachata. Dis ça des mots là. Pas trop comprend moi. Hein? Riez, danser. Non? Ça donne la joie là-dedans, non? Qui m'aurait trouvé? J'aime un petit peu. Hasata nachata. C'est la joie dans eux qu'ils ont pu exprimer, non? Vous pouvez dire en anglais, parce que c'est plus facile pour moi. You see, in that bhajan, there's the expression of joy and happiness. Hasata nachata. The darbar, the place of Pandurang, the place of Krishna, it's not a place of misery. That place of Krishna, where it is? Pandharpur. Pandharpur is not there. Pandharpur is inside of your heart. Without Krishna inside of you, you will never be happy. Without Krishna inside of your heart, you can't do anything. We are looking for God everywhere else, no? We are looking for Him in temples. We are looking for Him in churches. We are looking for Him in mosques. We are looking for Him elsewhere. But where you have to look for Him, you forget about. Where He's waiting for you. Now, life has been given. We ask ourselves this question, why have we received this life? Very often when you have a problem, you ask yourself, what kind of life I got? Why I deserve such life? Yes or no? You ask yourself this question so many times. Juste faut dire, non, qui fait moi ça la vie là. Quand non, pas bien marcher dans la vie, vous dites tout le temps, qui fait moi arrêter la vie là. Without any understanding that that life has been given to you to realize Bhagwan inside of you. He's not out there. He's inside. Those who doesn't have any knowledge, they look for Him outside. But the Guru will always remind you, He's not there. He's here inside of your heart. That Bhagwan, now we are celebrating Shivaratri. Yes or no? Everybody is fasting. No? What does Shiva represent? We will look at Shiva. Shiva is always sitting in deep meditation. No? Shiva represents that higher consciousness, that divine consciousness inside of you. He's reminding you, he is a yogi sitting there without anything. And then you go there and say, oh Lord Shiva, please fulfill my desire. Fulfill, give me a nice husband. Make my husband nice. No? He's drinking so much. No? Make him stop drinking. I will chow 16 weeks of milk. Every Monday I will come and give you milk. Do you think Shiva wants your milk? You give it to somebody which is poor, who will give you more blessing. Shiva wants you to realize yourself, awake into why you have come here. Why you are in this Kala Chakra? Why you keep coming in that cycle of birth and death? No? Bhagavan is waiting inside of you. That, okay, in this time he didn't have Sharanagati, let's give him another life, another chance. Chances is always given. Why chances is always given? So that you can realize and forge your relationship with him. And you can't forge your relationship without knowing. The problem is that we have one big, not mistake, good quality, very bad quality actually. We have one quality which we all have, is forgetfulness. Yes or no? How many of you have forgetfulness? I will tell the whole world have forgetfulness. So tout oublié. There's not a single person who doesn't have forgetfulness. We have such a forgetfulness that you don't even know who you are. We have forget who we are. And we are searching for that happiness elsewhere. That Bhagavan, please give me that happiness. The Bhagavan said, yes, but I am inside of you. That happiness is inside of you. But yet you go outside and look for it. Such forgetfulness we have. For example, in the morning, you have to wake up. Now, what do? You pray. You're still sleeping, how would you pray? You want to wake up early morning, then Swamiji have said I have to sit and meditate 5 o'clock in the morning. What would you do? You don't wake up normally at 5. You put your alarm system. No, nowadays it's so easy. Mobile have the alarm. You program it, 5 o'clock you will wake up. No? That is not sure also whether you will wake up or not. No? The alarm you have to charge your battery of your phone for the alarm to work. That is also when the alarm works, we can't guarantee that you will wake up. Nonetheless, you have put the alarm. No? That is a device to wake you up. The Sadguru come into your life also. Here Sadguru, Lord Shiva, Krishna, Bhagavan, come into your life as a reminder. If somebody is sleeping, can you ask the person which is sleeping to wake you up? Impossible. The person must be awake to be able to wake you up. If the person himself is not awake, what he will wake you? And this is the problem, Nana. You have problem, you take your problem to somebody else who have a lot of problem. They themselves are full with their own problem. And then you expect that they will remove your problem magically. Do you think it's possible? To my knowledge, it is not possible. That is a reminder of your life itself, The purpose of your life, why you have come here. Only those who have awake into that Shiva consciousness, that God consciousness, that divine consciousness, they can remind you, they can awake you. Even if they have to take a stick to awake you, they will. Because this is the aim of the Sadguru. To awake that which is dormant inside of you. This is the word of Sadguru itself, when we say the Sadguru, it is the one which is in constant awakening. You don't sleep. And Bhagavan is like that. He is never sleeping inside of you. He is always awake inside of you. But yet, because of your slumber of the mind, you go elsewhere to find him. Guru come into your life to remind you that, yeah, it's beautiful word, I like to listen to it. But still, the next day you will do the same thing. You forget very quickly. You forget what we are talking right now. Tonight you will remember. Tomorrow morning you forget, what did he say? You will ask your wife or your husband, what did he say yesterday? I don't know. He said something nice. But do you really want to engage yourself? Would you really want to change something inside of you? You really want to be happy? This is the most important thing that human life is looking for. Everybody is looking for that happiness. But which kind of happiness are you looking for? A happiness that will make you more miserable, or a happiness which will last longer? Aim for that happiness which is long-term happiness. Aim for something which is permanent. Don't aim for short-term happiness. Short-term happiness, today you'll be happy, in a few days you'll be again miserable. Through the word of Sadguru, rise, into that and really understand that when the Guru is talking about, he's not talking about the outside, he's talking about Bhagwan, forging the relationship with him inside of you. Like I said, he's never sleeping. He's eternally waiting for you. That's why he have given you life. He said, if in one life you didn't attain him, you didn't have Sharanagati, you didn't surrender to him, okay, maybe in this life you will have Sharanagati. He have hope that you will find him. Imagine how patient he is, He have hope that you will find him and you will surrender to him. He's longing for that relationship. But do you know that he's there inside of you? They will say, ask you one question, where is God? Where would you say? Here, Where? In the heart. It's true, he's seated in everybody's heart. And there he's waiting. There was once a man, who is very regularly praying, very staunchly, doing his sadhana and praying every day, Morning, noon, evening, whenever he have time, he's always japa. He's always chanting. He's always reading the Bhagavad. He's always reading the Bhagavad Gita. So he went to one Maharaj and he said, Maharaj, I have heard that you are so great. Can you ask Bhagwan one question for me? Everybody said you talk with Krishna. Can you ask him one question for me? I said, yes, please. Is he happy for all the prayer I'm doing to him? So next day, he was eager to hear the answer. The Maharaj had Krishna with him for dinner. So he asked the question, Maharaj, Bhagwan, there's this nice fellow, and he asked me one question, are you happy with all his prayer? Bhagwan looked at him and said, not really. I'm not too happy with his prayer. Tell him that. Okay. Maharaj was very shocked. Next day when the fellow came, and with great eagerness, said, Maharaj, did you see Bhagwan? I said, yes. What did he answer for my prayer? I said, well, Bhagwan is not happy. He's not happy about your prayer. Bhagwan is not happy about my prayer. He's not happy at all with all your prayer. He's not that happy. He became joyful and happy. I said, are you deaf? Bera hai? Nah. I just told you that Bhagavan Krishna have said that he's not happy at all with all your prayer. And you're joyfully, happily. Why? I said, well, one thing. He may not be happy with my prayer, but I'm very happy to know that he have listened to all my prayer. Whether he's happy or not doesn't matter. He have listened to all the prayer. He knows that my prayer is not good. Very good. So like that, Bhagavan is not there. It's here. He is listening to all your prayer, you know, and he don't need intermediate of anybody. You connect with him inside of you for your sadhana, for your dhyan. Sit 5 minutes. Forget about everybody. Forget your problem firstly, because that's what you go for to Bhagavan for. Firstly, you remember always your problem. You go to Bhagavan, please fulfill my wishes. Forget about all this. For once, sit for himself. Between you and him. Here I'm not talking that you have to have an image of Bhagavan. No? I'm not talking about that you have to be in the mandir itself. That mandir of your heart, you carry it with you everywhere. Go for a walk. Go in your garden, you know. Go in the bathroom if you don't have peace anywhere else. Wherever you want to go, go where there's nobody to disturb you. Sit 5 minutes. Forget about husband, wife, children. Forget about your problem, worry. Just say, God, today I have time. Whether you want to sit with me or not, I have time for you. You sit and listen, you know, let's converse. Let's talk together. No. He want to listen, good. He don't want to listen, he will listen. He don't have any choice. That Atma inside of him is part of himself. No? Paramatma. In the Paramatma, there is the word Atma. Like he is inside of you, you are also inside of him. So you can't be separate from him. Your Atma is linked with him. And that Atma that you have to realize. No? That is who you are. No? And it is not the outside things that will make you realize. It is only when you dive inside. You know, Gautam Buddha, you know, he have done so many penance, so many sadhana to realize himself. The last teacher that he had, who became also his disciple, have put him to tremendous penance. He was not even eating, he was eating just so little like that. That was his food, just rice. But he was completely reduced. I don't know whether you have seen a picture of Gautam Buddha, but probably you have not seen it, because in the in the Buddhist tradition, you will see Gautam Buddha sitting under a tree like a corpse is himself, you know, like bones and skin. His belly is inside. You can count all the ribs that he have. That's how he have reduced himself to. So he needed to cross over a river. And as he was standing there, under the tree, said, I'm ready to cross over that river to go to the other side. He didn't even have the strength to do that. So, you know, in Bodh Gaya, this is the place where Gautam Buddha attained enlightenment. So he was standing under the tree, said, reflecting upon life. Said, okay, I need to cross over that river, but I don't have any strength. So if I don't have any strength, how will I cross over the ocean of samsara? Here we are talking about a normal river. I can't even have the strength to cross over, and yet we're talking about the samsara, ocean of samsara itself to cross. How would that be possible? Will not be possible. At that moment, just by this, he come to the point of realizing that all this is not about that. It's not on the outside, it's only on the inside. That's why that place, it is the place where they celebrate Buddha come to the point of enlightenment at that place. Now, everybody go there and sit under the tree. I've been there 2 times itself, but people go there and they feel that here he have given a message, but one have to go inside. Where to find Bhagwan, we don't need to go outside. We have to go inside. We have to get to know ourselves. We have to go to get to know who we are. We have not to be forgetful. Otherwise, we go through lives and lives and lives. We keep forgetting about everything. Even in this life itself, we forget. What happened in the morning, in the evening, you ask somebody what have happened, you already forget. So he sat there under that tree, absorbed in that bliss. Said, okay, now I will not bother about anything. At that moment, there was a lady. Her name was Sujata. Sujata, she lived in a village nearby. And for sure, she was born from a very low caste. You know, in the Indian tradition, normally there's caste system. Nah? At that time when Lord Buddha was meditating, of course, there were lots of, that system was very strongly, when he was in the ashram, of course, seeing a woman itself will mean something terrible. But when he come to that point of realizing that what is inside of me is also inside of you. That's what Kabir said, no? What is inside of me, it is also inside of you. It is everywhere. No? That Ram, what we are looking for, that Ram is not there. It's not Darshan and the Ram. No? It is the Ram which is seated inside of everybody's heart. It is Ram which is seated in all creation. It is Ram which is beyond even the Veda can't even describe him. So that what he come to the point of realizing, whatever it is, that it is fine. So that lady, Sujata, was bringing kheer. Normally he would eat only handful. Sujata, late night, he came because she had some wishes. Said, okay, if I bring kheer to that tree, the devas of that tree will enjoy it and will fulfill my wish. So I bring the kheer. That day was a blessed day because she saw that that person is standing there. Should be the deva himself. You know, that time there were no light, nothing. Bear in mind that we are talking about a time where there were no light, there were no torches, nothing. So just with the moonlight, she will bring. And she saw that and she offered the kheer to Gautam Buddha. And Gautam Buddha, if it was another day, he would have not eaten. Because he was eating only a little bit. And that also, you see, if you know the Gurukul tradition, it's like this. But after, when, nowadays we say, at night, we should not eat. Yes or no? Why do you think it's that? Now we have make a tradition out of it. Ayurveda have said that, no, we should not eat at night. No? And you are dying of hunger. And I said, no, because Shastra have said not to eat at night. I can't eat at night. But it's so simple. You see, at that time, there were no light. And when people will eat, when you eat, you like to look what you're eating, no? If there's no light, how would you see? So you eat early, when there is sunlight itself, you eat. At night, some lucky one who had some ghee lamp, they will put it. But that also, when you start eating with ghee lamp, what it will attract? Some flies, moth will come. That's why they made a tradition that you can eat only in the morning when there's light. And then this has become tradition, but at night you can't eat. Without knowing, people follow tradition. No? So that night, Buddha break all the tradition, he ate. He ate half of that plate of kheer. Seeing that his disciple, there were 5 disciples who was following him, they said he have gone cuckoo, he have gone mad. You know, the penance was too strong, but he could not handle it, he have gone mad. So they left and went away. But it didn't bother him. That is the point of realization. No? That when you awake, you transcend what the limitation that you perceived, you know, that you have known about. No, you go beyond. There is a different light that shines through you. There are different vibes from you. So the next day, he decided, I will go to them. So they have left already. So when the 5 saw him coming, they have put in the mind, but we will not even stand up to greet him. We will not even say hello to him. We will not even ask him to sit. But the moment he approached them, as he was approaching, he came nearer and nearer to him. Automatically, the first one bowed down to him. The second one bowed down to him. The third one bowed down. Like that, all 5 of them bowed down to him. Then Gautam Buddha said to them, it is not that what you wanted to do. Why have you done against your will? No, against what you were thinking, what you were doing. Then they said, we don't know why. It's like a magnet. We are pulled towards. And like a magnet itself, we are thrown down to your feet. And that's what happened, you see. When you hold that light inside of you, when you hold that grace, you realize that Bhagwan is always with you. There's no need to ask him anything. Everything will come by its own accord. In Bhagavad itself, King Vrishabhadev, no? Very great king. If you have read Bhagavad, if you have listened to Bhagavad, they always tell his story. He have 100 sons. King Vrishabhadev, he didn't do anything. The only thing that he did, his mind was always absorbed in the remembrance of Sri Hari. His mind, just by the mind, man, no? His mind was fully absorbed in the remembrance of Sri Hari. And just by that, everything will come to him. He didn't do any sadhana, nothing. He didn't need to pray to ask God for anything. Bhagwan himself was always living with him. That is the grace of realizing, you know, that importance of that human life itself, you know. But in reality, you just need to let your mind dive inside your body. You know, we are always longing to have a golden ladder to go to a heaven, no? Go into the darkness cave of your heart. That is where you will find him. That's why, you see, when we are singing the name of Sri Hari, there must be joy, there must be happiness, there must be that rejoicing of life itself, because without Sri Hari, you will not be alive. Like Krishna said, I am in the indweller of each heart. No? So let him. Krishna is not somebody which is miserable. Krishna is the one which is always dancing and happy. You see, he's always doing ras with the gopi, na? So today, become the gopi. So let the ras happen inside of you. So please, sing. मनात भरले पंढरी
मनात भरले पंढरी
जाहि न मनते माहेरी
जाहि न मनते माहेरी
पांडुरंगाचा दरबारी हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारी हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारी हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारी हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारा
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारा
संत मिलावे आपारा
संत मिलावे आपारा
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारा संत मिलावे आपारा हरिनामाचा गजरा हसता नाचता
हरिनामाच्या गजरा हसता नाचता
मनात भरले पंढरी
मनात भरले पंढरी
जाहि न मनते माहेरी
जाहि न मनते माहेरी
पांडुरंगाचा पांडुरंगाचा दरबार हसता नाचता डोलिया भरला तू कोपा
डोलिया भरला तू कोपा
मनात भरला ज्ञानोबा
मनात भरला ज्ञानोबा
डोलिया भरला तू कोपा मनात भरला ज्ञानोबा मुखात भरला विठोबा हसता नाचता
सुखात भरला विठोबा हसता नाचता
मुखात भरला विठोबा हसता नाचता
मुखात भरला विठोबा हसता नाचता
मनात भरले पंढरी
मनात भरले पंढरी
मनात भरले पंढरी
मनात भरले पंढरी
जाहि न मनते माहेरी
जाहि न मनते माहेरी
पांडुरंगाचा दरबारी हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारी हसता नाचता
आपद सगले जाओया
आपण सगळे जाऊया
गोपाल पोरा पाहूया
गोपाल पुरा पाहूया
अपार सगले जाओया गोपाल पोरा पाहूया हरि छाया राधा होया हसता नाचता
हरि चाला खाऊया हसता नाचता
अमृतवाणी करह करे
अमृतवाणी खडो करे
दास दासे भर करे
दास दासी वरारे
अमृतवाणी कर करे दास दासे भर करे विठला उभवित वारे हसता नाचता
विठला उभारी वारे हसता नाचता
हसता नाचता
विठला उभारी वारे हसता नाचता
मनात भरले पंढरी
मनात भरले पंढरी
जाहे मन मनते माहेरी
जाहि न मनते माहेरी
पांडुरंगाचा दरबारी हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारी हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाचा दरबारी हसता नाचता
पांडुरंगाच्या दरबारी हसता नाचता
मनात भरले पंढरी
मनात सबरली पंजारी
जाहि न मन ते माहेरी
जाहि न मन ते माहेरी
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगाचा दरबारी बैहा सदा नाचता पांडुरंगाचा दरबारी बैहा सदा नाचता पांडुरंगाचा दरबारी बैहा सदा नाचता विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल
पांडुरंगा विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा
विठ्ठल
विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा 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 पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा पांडुरंगा
बद्रीनाथ महाराज की भजन से en poème de Kabir. Juste ça,
करनारे होय
तो करे रे साधो करना रे हो तो करने रे साधो मन का जन्म दुएरो है करना रे हो तो करने रे साधो मन का जन्म दुएरो है 184,000 बतको लो है करना रे हो सो करे रे साधो जब तब मेरा पर पूजा पूजा रे पूजा जब दर्शन तुझे लो है जब तब ने नवरत और पूजा दर्शन को गेलो है पर ब्रह्म को जानक नाही भूया भूया परम बहेलो है पर ब्रह्म को जानक नाही भूया भूया परम बहेलो है करनारे हो सो करने रे साधो
मन का जन्म
दुएरो है 184 में बतको अब के मिलो महेलो है करना रे हो सो करने रे साधो कोई कहे हरि बसे बैकुंठा कोई कहे गोलो को है कोई करे हरि बसे बैकुंठा कोई कहे गोलो को है कोई कहे शिव नगरी में साहिब हर जुग जुग हाथ बहेलो है कोई कहे शिव नगरी में साहिब हर जुग जुग हाथ बहेलो है करनारे हो सो करे रे साधो मन का जन्म दुहेरो है 184 में बतको
तो बत तो अब के मिलो महेलो है किनारे होई सो करे रे साजो अरे अना समझ हरे दूर बतावे 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 समझ साथ कहेलो है अना समझ गई दूर बतावे समझना साथ कहेलो है सतगुरु से नामो कर दीनी हर को खेलो है सतगुरु से नामो कर दीनी हर को खेलो है करनारे होए सो करे रे साधो मन का जन्म लो है लाख 84 पचक को अब के मिलो महेलो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो जन्म दुलेरो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो मन का जन्म देलो है लाख 84 में भटक को अरे अब के मिलो महेलो है करनार होय सो करे रे साधो दिया राम गुरु पूर्णान मिल गया मिल गया अजब जाप जपेलो है दिया राम गुरु पूर्णान मिल गया अजब जाप जपेलो है कहन नाथ सुनो पैसा दो सतगुरु केरो है कान बना सुनो है साधो सतगुरु केरो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो जन्म दुलेरो है लाख 84 पचक को अरे अब के मिलो महेलो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो करे रे साधो मन का जन्म दुलेरो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो दुलेरो है लाख 84 में भटक अब के मिलो महेलो है करनार होय सो करे रे साधो करे रे साधो करे रे साधो दुलेरो है लाख 84 में भटक को नाम के मिलो महेलो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो अरे अब के मिलो महेलो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो अब के मिलो महेलो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो अब के मिलो महेलो है करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो करनारे होय सो करे रे साधो सद्गुरु महाराज की जय।
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hiranyavarnam Harini Suvarnarajatassacham Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Ma'avaha Tam Ma'avaha Jatavedo Lakshmi Manapagaminim Yasyam Hiranyam Lintrayam Gamashvam Purushanaham Ashvapurvam Ratamadhyam Hastinada Prabodhinim Shriyam Devi Mupavaye Shrimadevi Jushata Kamso Smitam Hiranya Prakaram Ardram Jvalantim Triptam Tarpayantim Padme Sitam Padmavarnam Tamihopavaye Shriyam Chandram Pravasam Yashasa Jvalantim Shriyam Loke Devajushamudharam Tam Padmine Mem Sharanamaham Prabhadye Alakshmir Me Nashyata Tvam Vrine Adityavarne tapasodhijato vanaspatistava vrikshota bilvaha Tasya phalani tapasanudantu mayantarayascha bhaya alakshmi Upetu mam deva sakha kirtischa manina saha Pradhurbhutoshmi rashtre smikirtim riddhim dalatu me Shutpipasamalam jesham alakshmi nashayamyaham Abhutim asamriddhim cha sarvani nudame grihaat Gandhadhvanam duradarsham nityapushtam karishini Ishwari gum sarvabhutanam tamihopavaye shriyam Manasaka mama kutim vacha satyamashrimahi Pasunam rupam anasya mahi shriyatam yashaha Kardamena prajabhuta mahi sambhava kardama Shriyam vasayame kule mataram padmamalinim Aprasriyantu snigdhani chiklitavasame grihe Nicha devi mataram Shriyam vasayame kule Atra pushkarine pushtim suvarnam hema malinim Suryam hiranmayim lakshmim jatavedo ma'avaha Tavam yakkarinim yashti pingalam padmamalinim Chandram hiranmayim lakshmim jatavedo ma'avaha Tam ma'avaha jatavedo lakshmi manapagaminim Yasyam hiranyam prabhutam gavo dasyo swaan vindeyam purushanaham Yapsuchim prayato bhutva juhuyada jamam vaham Suktam panchadasarcham cha shrikama satatam chape Padma priye padmini padmahaste padmalaye padmalayatakshi Vishwa priye vishwamano nukule tvapada padmam mahi sannidhasva Mahalakshmi cha vidmahe vishnupatye cha dhimahe Tanno lakshmi prachodayate Om Shanti 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 Tatchayo Ravrimahe Gatum Yajnaya Gatum Yajnapadaye Devi Swasti Rastunaha Swasti Manushebhyaha Udvajigatu Bheshajam Shanno Astu Dvipade Shanchatushpade Om Shanti 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 Sahasrasesha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapak Sabhumim Vishvato Vidva Atyatishtat Dashangulam पुरुष एवेदगुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं उदामृतत्वशेषाणः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावान् अस्य महिमा अतो जायागुश्च पुरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपाधूर्वा उदे पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहा भवा पुनः ततो विश्वं जक्रामत् साशनानशने अभि तस्मात् विराजजायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चात् भूमिमतो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञम् अतन्वत वसन्तो अस्य श्रीभाजो ग्रीष्म हेम शरदभिः सप्तास्या सप्तऋतयः त्रिसप्त समिधः कृताः देवा यज्ञं तन्वानाः अभद्रन् पुरुषं पशु तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमाग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्यश्चये तस्मात् यज्ञः सर्वभूतः संवृतं प्रसवाचं पशो गुस्सागुश्चक्रे वायव्यान आराम्याश्चये तस्मात् यज्ञः सर्वभूतः ऋषः सामानि जज्ञिरे छन्दांसि जज्ञिरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मात् जायत तस्मात् अश्वा अजयन्त ये केशोऽभ्यायततः गावो जज्ञिरे तस्मात् जातयः यत्पुरुषं व्यदधुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किम् अस्य तो बाहु खाभूरुपादावुच्यते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बहुराजन्यकृताः गुरुतरस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्यागुं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षो सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चग्निश्च प्राणाद् वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षम् शीर्षोऽद्यो समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागुम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्रधीरः नामानि कृत्वा विवदन्यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा दहार शक्र प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्चतस्रः तमेवं विश्वानमृत इह भवति नान्या पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञम् अयजन्त देवाः तानि कर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र भूते साय सन्ति देवाः अभ्यासम्भूत पृथिव्यैरस्ताच्च विश्वकर्मणा समवर्तताधि तस्य त्वस्ताभिदाधरूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः तमेवां विद्वान् भवति नान्या पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीरा परिजानन्ति योनिं मरीचीनां पदम् इच्छन्ति वेदसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचय ब्राह्मये रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् देवा असन्वसे पृष्ठे ते लक्ष्मी च पत्न्यो अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनो व्याप्तम् इष्टं मनिषाण अमुं मनिषाण सर्वं मनिषाण तच्छय्यो रावणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवे स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं दिगातु मे शचं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम्।